Good morning, fifth grade. Coming from you actually from my house. I'm going to teach you about some grammar here this morning. Everyone should still be on the carpet facing the board. Doesn't matter where you're sitting, friends, just make sure you're facing the board and listening, please. All right, our grammar for this week is over prepositions. And a preposition can tell us about a location, a time, a direction, and a detail. And so a preposition is a word that shows a relationship between words in a sentence. It can show relationships of time, which of course means when, a direction, a location, where, or add detail. So some of the ones that you see almost all the time are in, on, at, over, under, with, after, and during. But I did want to take a second and show you a few more just because there are a lot of prepositions that are very common. I just don't think you realize that they're called prepositions. So when you see these words, these are more ones that are common. So I was aboard a ship, moving about, above, cross, after, against. There's a bunch of these different ones that are prepositions. And so most of these will tell you, like I said, a time, a location, a direction, or a detail. Let's dive farther into that. Okay, so if we look at the first sentence here, it says direction. The dog ran toward the door. So right here, this is telling you, granted it's not saying north, south, east, or west, but it is still giving you a direction. It's still telling you that which way he went. For time, it says the dog ran after lunch. It could still be before lunch. Either one is still a preposition, but it still also tells you a time. Not a specific time, but it still is giving you a time. All right, location. The dog ran into my room. It could also say out of my room. Either one of those would still be a preposition. And last but not least, down there is detail. So the door to my room was open. So that's not giving you a location, a time, or a direction, but it's enough that you just need that little simple to in there. Honestly, to is one of the most used prepositions out there. So I went to school, I went to the grocery store, I went to the other room, I went to Miss Doobie's class. You use to more often than any other preposition. All right, let's practice here. So we're going to, and just like for your assignment, friends, on Schoology, you'll be doing the exact same thing. So you're going to circle, underline, highlight, whatever works for you, the preposition in the sentence, and then you need to tell me whether it has to do with time, direction, location, or if it's a detail. So let's look at our first one. The dog ran to the basement. So what did I just say was the most common one you've ever seen? I hope you're all saying it. I should hear you saying ran to the basement. So this one, you did see on here that it is a detail, but that does not mean it's necessarily a detail in every single sentence. You have to truly look at the sentence and listen to it to know which one it's helping you with. To can be a time, it can be a direction, and it can be a location. So the dog ran to the basement. I'm hoping that you're all hearing what I'm saying and you would put location on this one because the basement is a location. Just like if I said the dog ran to my room, that would be another location. This one right here, the door to my room was open. That's not a location. That's just giving you a detail about his door. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So she upset the backpack of homework. So for this one, let's look and see. Do we see a time? Not really. Do we see a direction? No. Is there a location? No. So we're probably looking for more of a detail. So that part we figured out, but we're not necessarily sure what word we're looking for. So that's when, guys, I would suggest you go back to the first slide on your work when you get there, just because sometimes it can help you out with it. If not, then we're going to go to my list that I showed you earlier. So right here, I don't see one of those words that we're looking for. So I'm going to go back to our list and see if one of these is going to work for us. So it said that she upset the backpack of homework. So right there, you probably kind of heard me say it. There's of. That's the word that we're looking for. So of is going to be your detail. It just simply connects backpack and homework without it being too difficult. Because if we said she upset the backpack homework, that doesn't really make much sense. So the of in there just gives us a little extra that we need to have the sentence be clear. All right. I chased after her. So this one right here, I chased. So this is what the person, whoever the person I is representing, they went ahead and chased. Who'd they chase? Her. When did they chase her? After. Did you hear that word? When did they chase her? That means this could be a time. I know probably some of you are probably thinking I'm crazy and it's a direction, but this one is going to give you after. This one actually is going to give you a time. If you wrote direction on this one, I wouldn't count it wrong because if you're thinking I chased after her, which way is he going? Or maybe it's a direction, it could kind of go with a direction. So I can understand how you would say that, but we're going to stick with time. All right, here we go. The dog was naughty during the birthday party. Okay, so let's look. Do we see something that's telling us direction in here? No. Is there a location? If it said at the birthday party, then that would give us a location, but it's not. Is there a detail that we need to know? Well, naughty is kind of a detail, but was is not one of the prepositions we were looking for. Actually, the time in this sentence is during. So we would then again, we're going to write time on our line. Okay, here we go. Number 5. She knows she is the hit of the party. So remember from this one up here was of. I can kind of help you out. We're going to be of the party in this one as well. So is this one a location? No, because if it's location, I'm probably going to say at the bedroom or in the bedroom. Or at the party. That would be more of a location. For this one, we're looking at, again, another detail. All right, down to 6. We won't scold her at the moment. So right here, if we can go back, maybe look at our words again. In, on, at. There's a good one right there. Tells you that at is your preposition at the moment. So again, though, but you need to decide, is it a time, is it a direction, location, or a detail? Hopefully a few of you are shouting out, but this one is actually a time. You think about a moment in time. Granted, it's not giving you an actual, say it's not saying it's noon, but it is still giving you a time. So on this one, we would write time as well. All right, down to 7. We will take her to obedience school tomorrow. So again, most common one that you see for prepositions is to. So what is this to doing this time? One of them up here, the one up here was a location. This one is also a location because where are they taking her? To an obedience school tomorrow. This is your location. So we would write location again on the line. Number 8, next time I will keep the homework in my bedroom. Another common preposition is in. So you would then again highlight, underline, whatever you need to do. You would do that for the word in. And what kind of one is that? Is it location, time, direction, or a detail? Again, it's a location because your location that you're in is the bedroom. So you're going to write location on the line. All right, friends, hopefully we are doing well. Hopefully we're not too confused. When you're ready, you're going to go into week 18. You're going to go to grammar. Day 1, it's the only one you should see in here right now. And then, of course, you're going to download. And just like always, I went ahead and gave you on the very first slide just a few prepositions just in case you forget and what you're supposed to do. Your second slide then will give you some problems here. So my friends and I built a doghouse in the backyard. So again, it says underline the preposition in each sentence and tell if it describes a time, location, direction, or a detail. So after you click review, start inking. I like the highlighter, that works for me. So we know that in is a preposition, and it tells us a location because it's in the backyard. So those of you, just as a reminder, that like to type, if you are looking at your home page, go to Insert, click Text Box, put it over the line, and then you can write, and then you can type location. Or you may write it. Either one is fine, friends, but I should see one word highlighted in each sentence and then one word on each line. Okay, make sure you save in your reading and make sure you come back here and submit.